Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what truly captivates a man? Beyond attraction, beyond the surface, what is it that makes a man feel deeply connected and invested in a woman? Today, we are uncovering 4 powerful things that men crave in a relationship. 4 things that, when present, make love last. A man wants to feel safe in a relationship, not in the traditional sense of physical safety, but in an emotional sense. He wants to know that with the woman he chooses, he does not have to wear a mask or always have it together. He spends his days in a world that often expects him to be strong, unshaken, and always in control. But deep down, he desires a space where he can breathe, where he can be vulnerable without fear of being judged or seen as weak. He wants to share his worries, his dreams, and even his insecurities with someone who will listen, not to fix him, not to criticize, but simply to understand him. When a man feels emotionally safe, he does not have to second guess himself. He does not have to walk on eggshells or hide parts of himself out of fear that they will be used against him later. He can express his thoughts freely, knowing they will not be met with rejection or ridicule, but instead with empathy and acceptance. This does not mean he never wants to be challenged. It means he wants to feel that even when there is a disagreement, it is coming from a place of love rather than judgment. Emotional safety is not about always agreeing. It is about knowing that even in moments of conflict, there is still respect and care. It is about knowing that his feelings matter, that his struggles are seen, and that he is appreciated beyond what he can provide or achieve. When a man finds this kind of emotional security in a woman, he does not just feel drawn to her, he feels at home. A man craves respect, not just in the way he is treated, but in how he is viewed by the woman he's with. Respect means acknowledging his efforts, recognizing the value he brings into the relationship, and seeing him for who he truly is without judgment or criticism. He doesn't want to be constantly questioned or undermined. He wants to feel that the woman he chooses truly believes in his potential and honors his worth as a person. Respect is not just about treating him well. It is about valuing the things that he stands for and understanding his needs and desires in the relationship. When a man feels respected, he feels confident and empowered to be the best version of himself, because respect gives him the space to be authentic and to express himself without fear of being belittled or dismissed. Admiration goes hand in hand with respect. A man wants to feel that the woman he is with admires not only his strengths, but his character, his integrity, and his drive. It's not about putting him on a pedestal, but about genuinely appreciating who he is at his core. When a man feels admired, he knows that he is seen for more than just his achievements or what he brings to the table. He knows that the woman he is with sees him as a whole person with flaws and all, and that he is worthy of love and respect just as he is. This deep admiration is incredibly motivating because it fuels him to strive harder, to grow, and to evolve to be the kind of man who deserves the respect and admiration he receives. Without respect and admiration, a relationship lacks the foundation to thrive. It becomes easy to fall into patterns of resentment and misunderstanding, but when a man feels truly respected and admired by the woman he's with, he is more likely to be committed to nurturing and growing the relationship because he knows he is appreciated for who he truly is and not just for what he can give. A man wants a relationship that brings joy and excitement into his life. He craves playfulness and fun because life is full of responsibilities and pressures. And in the midst of it all, he needs a woman who can bring lightness and laughter to his world. A woman who can make him forget about the stresses of the day and remind him of the simple joys of life. Playfulness doesn't mean immaturity. It means having the ability to find joy in the small moments, to laugh at silly jokes, to engage in playful banter, and to create spontaneous moments that keep the relationship fresh and vibrant. Fun isn't just about going on adventures or doing exciting activities. It's about creating an environment where both partners can let go of their guards and just be themselves without the constant need to be serious or perfect a woman who can be playful makes the relationship feel like a partnership where both people can be carefree at times and enjoy the lighter side of life. A man needs a woman who doesn't take everything too seriously, who can bring him back to a place of ease when things start to feel overwhelming. Someone who can tease him lovingly without crossing boundaries, and who can enjoy the little playful moments that make life fun. The ability to have fun together strengthens the bond between two people because it builds a sense of connection that goes beyond routine and obligations. Playfulness is magnetic. It draws people closer and keeps the energy between them alive. It reminds them that even in the most serious of times, it's okay to let go and laugh together. When a woman brings playfulness into the relationship, she creates a space where both partners can relax and simply enjoy each other's company. And that kind of dynamic is something a man truly values because it shows him that the relationship is not just about surviving, but about thriving together and finding joy in each other's presence. A man is deeply drawn to a woman who has passion and purpose in her life, a woman who is driven by something beyond the relationship, someone who wakes up every day with a sense of direction and excitement about her own goals and aspirations. This kind of woman is not defined solely by the relationship she's in. She brings her own energy, her own ambitions, and her own passions to the table. And in doing so, she creates a dynamic where both partners can grow together, but also independently. A man admires a woman who is self-assured, who knows what she wants, and who actively works toward making her dreams a reality. When a woman is passionate about her career, her hobbies, or her personal development, it's not just attractive, it's inspiring. It shows a man that she has depth, that she values herself as an individual outside of the relationship. This kind of passion is contagious. It motivates him to pursue his own goals with more vigor because he sees someone he admires fully engaged in her own journey. When a woman has purpose, she carries herself differently. She doesn't rely solely on the relationship to define her worth. And this brings a sense of confidence into the relationship that is deeply appealing. It creates a healthy balance where both partners can support each other's dreams while also building a life together, rather than one person being solely focused on the other or losing themselves in the relationship. Passion and purpose ignite a sense of respect and attraction in a man because they show him that the woman he is with is not just waiting for things to happen, but is actively creating the life she desires. And that in itself is magnetic. It reminds him that she is capable of living a fulfilling life, both with him and without him. And that sense of independence is incredibly compelling because it gives him the space to admire her for who she is and what she brings to the relationship. In conclusion, love is not just about attraction or surface level chemistry. It is about the deeper connection that comes from understanding and fulfilling each other's needs. A man craves emotional safety because he wants to feel secure enough to be vulnerable and real. He desires respect and admiration because they validate his worth and fuel his desire to grow. He seeks playfulness and fun because they bring joy and lightness to the relationship. And he is deeply drawn to passion and purpose because they remind him that the woman he's with is driven by her own goals and dreams. When these elements are present in a relationship, the connection becomes unbreakable because it is built on mutual trust, understanding, and support. A man does not want to be just a part of someone's life. He wants to be with someone who enhances his life, someone who makes him feel seen, heard, and valued for who he truly is. When a woman embodies these qualities, she becomes not just a partner, but a true companion in life. A relationship based on emotional safety, respect, admiration, playfulness, and purpose is one that grows, flourishes, and withstands the test of time because it is rooted in deep connection and genuine love. It's not about seeking perfection. It's about creating a love that's real, that brings out the best in both people, and that allows them to grow together as individuals and as a couple